Let's do this. Let's do this.
Are you sure about that, Chris? Because the movie is
Oh,
this movie.
yeah.
This movie has a runtime. Like this movie had a runtime that would make Marvel movies blush.
Let me tell you
Yo,
something.
yo.
Bad Boys 2. Okay, that's what we're starting out hot.
Welcome back, everybody.
Bump that. I get it, but bump that.
Bump that.
This guy.
Bump that. Bump that.
Here's my issue.
Welcome. There's 3 Black Geeks. Bad Boys 2.
I have grievances.
Click, subscribe, comment like a motherfucker. We're going everywhere. Go ahead.
Tap the damn bell icon, please.
So here's
Please.
the thing. All three of us, we recently talked about John Wick 4, and one of the things that we talked about in John Wick 4 is that it's a 3-hour movie. Now,
Yes.
What when me and Sue saw this and saw John Wick 4 in theaters, what made those 3 hours go by quick is the pacing of the movie and the plot. As basic as it was, it kept you engaged. Like you knew what John's goal was, and everything kept advancing. So you're engaged. Like, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And you have a villain that you're like, yo, I want to see John put a bullet in that motherfucker's head. And you're like, all right, cool.
It also helps.
Fuck Pennywise.
Real quick. It also helps when you have fast travel activated.
Yeah, that too. Now,
it also helps when your movie is going to fuck your eyeballs for the next 3 hours.
Now, my issue with Bad Boys 2, and I said it when we talked about Bad Boys, the first movie, is that number one, you have a villain in Tapio who is like generic Miami villain next to Verone, except he's Verone that does copious amounts of cocaine and is just crazy as shit. And he's not really interesting as a villain. It's like, this is the nigga y'all fucking, all right, which is why they put in, it's like, all right, sure, and I guess.
Like, imagine if, look, real talk, and this is going to sound like slander, but imagine if Tony Montana had time to walk around as a villain. That's the problem. Because what makes Tony good is that you're on his side, but you don't got to see the basic bitch villain shit that he does on a regular basis to make you go, I hope you die. So that's pretty much what we're seeing. What if Scarface had to live with his mama?
Well, if you play Scarface, the world is yours. You might get that would have happened.
Actually, nah. He actually amazing. I don't think his mom showed up at the video
His
game.
mom doesn't show
Speaking
up.
of which, speaking of video
They
games,
name dropped his wife, who still escaped this nigga. Never showed up. I was mad. I thought we was gonna at least get, Elvira with a sound alike of Michelle Pfeiffer or something. She didn't even show up. It was just a ruse to cap this nigga.
All right, guys. I'm gonna ask y'all real quick. Have either of y'all played or seen the footage of the Bad Boys video game?
Yes, Bad
Yes.
Boys Miami Takedown. I played it on the Xbox.
Oh my god! I remember when you told me, DJ Sue, that they didn't sound like it at all.
Nothing.
And you told me at one point, hey D, I think one of these guys is a white guy. And I laughed that off. All right, Eris, I sat through, believe it or not, 30 minutes of gameplay.
Okay.
I sat through 30 minutes of the gameplay, and much like we have a computer, that's enough. And it was because, Eris, I stopped when I heard, damn man, somebody just shot you in the ass. I'm like, is this supposed to be banter?
Okay.
Is this banter?
It's badly delivered banter.
It's terrible
quick.
banter.
Can we talk about like
They got two random niggas off the street to do that shit.
Can we talk real quick about like that era? Yeah, he really is. He's like the Miami Vice villain for like that hour that you kill at the end, or Croc in the Tubs just shoot the shit out of at the end of the episode.
They got that one scene where they at the beach. They got that one scene they at the beach, and motherfucking Crockett kicks dirt on sand on him. He's like, "Do we have a problem, officer?" We get that scene.
Yeah, but like during this era that Bad Boys 2 came out, we had a run of like movie tie-in games to action movies that it's like nobody asked for this. Why?
Miami Vice had one, didn't they?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
why?
I
The
look, look.
Michael Mann one at that. It was like,
That's what I'm saying. It was the Michael Mann one. So it's like, what? It's like, and I think, look,
congratulations, Michael Mann. You made a boring ass Miami Vice movie, by the way.
much like what we're seeing right now with of course, we're in that era now where everybody remembers the '90s, a certain way. The last decade and a half, we had to deal with everybody remembering the '80s, and I guess Miami Vice was covered with, with Grand Theft Auto. I don't know, man. But man. But yeah, Pete, there was a lot of games that had the tie. But here's the funny thing about it. By the time they started doing it like crazy, especially during the PlayStation 2 era, everybody knew if it was a movie and a video game, don't buy it. And yet the companies kept doing it. I have no idea why, man. This is just amazing to me.
The only time that it ever worked was for Wolverine, where
I
the
think the
video
Spider-Man
game
games did
would
good.
no when the Spider-Man games are okay, but I mean, but it was more you gotta play it was the Wolverine
Mega
game.
I feel
64 had the funniest video where he was like, "Yeah, I just came from seeing Wolverine. You were gone for about 10 hours. What the hell?" It's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." He was fight. Wolverine was fighting some volcano monster. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, time out. There was no volcano monster in the movie.
it was one of the, like, look, I will say this. Wolverine
That game had no business being
It had
good."
that game,
no
all right,
business
all
being
right.
as good as it
I
was,
actually looked at
and
gameplay
I
of that.
applaud it every day for being so good.
I
I
platinum
actually
that game. I was proud of that.
Me too.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got close. I didn't platinum the shit. I got very close with that motherfucker. For it was one of the trophies that was basic that I couldn't
You
get. I
didn't
forgot
thread
which
the
one it was.
needle through the sentinel.
Mhm.
Something like that. No, no, I did that one.
You didn't
I did
find the
that one.
cake.
Something like that. It was. I forgot all about that.
I still
Fucking,
remember these damn stupid
fucking
ass
that.
trophies.
No, no.
Find the cake.
To me, what got me was that the gameplay to me wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was so, like, kind of satisfying. You ignored how the puzzles made no sense. It was just there to slow you up because everything else in the game was like, yeah, Marvel needs to do this. That's how it was to me. Yeah, stupid Tim Story making two Fantastic Fours I didn't like. It's gay.
Like,
See,
but the
people said
action,
gay a
but
lot
the
back then.
movies based off of like Bad Boys, it's like y'all didn't even try, did you? Like
They didn't
nobody
try,
who
man.
asked for a Bad Boys 2 video. I didn't ask for that. I didn't.
Like, like
I
yeah,
could
but
play
But
people.
True Crime Streets in New York if I wanted that shit. Like what the
and
fuck? Like,
that was an even worse version of GTA. But
yeah, I know. Hey, True
True crime,
Crime Streets of
true
LA
crimes.
was dope. I love it.
At least all right,
or am I
Streets of
thinking of True
L.A.
Crime New York?
No, Streets of LA. I love
No,
it.
Streets
they
of L.A.
Chris,
was.
there were two
Streets
True
of
Crimes.
no Streets of LA was the first one.
I know,
New
but I'm
York
Here's
was the bad one. It was glitchy as shit.
yeah,
here's the problem about both of them. The problem about both of them were
not that
pretty
great.
good. They were like pretty good. Hey, what about the story? Don't ask about that. No,
Exactly.
We got
no. Why
Russell
are you
Wong
asking?
over here
No,
acting his
no, no,
ass off. That's
no.
all you
Just
need.
like just drive. Look, just drive through L.A. and just randomly do shit. That's the best thing to do. Why are you trying to play this game? No, the second you went to the underground and fought that dragon and shit, I was like, I hate this game.
I mean, if I really wanted to, deal with some urban shit, a little bit of irony here, I would just getting up. Mark Echoes.
Or I could just play Sleeping Dolls and just get straight to the
Wait,
point.
wait, no,
That
no, we're
Mark
not
Echo
doing.
game was
No, no, no,
trash
It
compared
no.
to
We're
is.
talking
fucking
about that. You
Jet
had
Grind
that game,
Radio.
Eris?
I
I had
did.
that game too. The soundtrack was fire.
It
Gameplay, not
was.
so much.
Soundtrack was definitely fire.
Wow.
But trying
Well,
to play that game was
I
just
had to force myself to
uh,
get through that game. That story, look,
all I
God
could say.
bless, God bless Talib Kweli. You
All,
tried.
all I
You
can
oh,
say,
tried.
all I can say is that all I can say is God bless trainers.
oh,
I
Eris
said
would
there was
know.
no way I was going to play through this game legit. I said, "Yep, I'm cheating." And
I played through it
See,
legit. It wasn't bad, but it was just like,
no, I
what the
wanted to
fuck?
get through it, Chris. I just wanted to get through it.
finish this fucking game.
Finish this game,
Like no, no. There's
one
some
and
games.
done, and then delete it off the Xbox.
Hey, Eris, it's so funny you were talking about this. I got to get something off my chest too. I am glad that everybody is making me feel satisfied that I actually bought those 3 NBA lives that came out in the middle of the 2000s, the one with
Yes,
Carmelo and the one like it's like me, like yeah, the game is so glitchy, it's fun, huh?
bruh.
Yeah, but I was a bitch because I didn't play 2K. Yeah,
Bro,
I picked the
McGrady,
Empire.
like freaking McGrady had the most broken dunk in the game.
Oh, they have not. No, they have not discovered how broken McGrady is. I think it's 2007 or maybe 2008. I forgot which live it is.
I think it was
But
'07.
Tracy McGrady is broken beyond any. He can stand anywhere in the court. That shit's going in. It is so
I
ridiculous.
got, bro, my cousin played it, and I got mad when I watched him do the freaking Jordan free throw line dunk with
Um.
McGrady.
Oh,
I said,
speaking.
stop. I'm like, hit the replay button. You did not just do that.
I hate it, man. Right, look, whatever.
No, but
Whatever.
the point is,
PlayStation 2 games, anyway.
Yeah.
but the point
Bad
is,
Boys,
like,
Miami Takedown.
yeah,
Horrible
but the,
game.
yeah, horrible game.
Oh,
But the problem with Bad Boys 2 is that you got Tapia, who we don't care, and with that,
Johnny
because
Johnny Tapia.
but because you don't
Hoover.
care about Johnny Tapia, you also kind of sort of don't care about Gabrielle Union being her subplot of being undercover for him and how
I'm
that
just
ties
saying,
into
Oh
man.
yeah, she
like
so
it's like all
surprised.
right, cool, I
Like,
guess.
like
And it's
surprise,
nothing. And it's,
Marcus. Like surprise, Marcus has a sister who happens to be an undercover DEA agent.
and it's
Okay,
not like Gabrielle Union is horrible in the role. No, she's fine.
No,
It's
no, no,
just
no.
you
they
No.
didn't give you much to really work with off that character other than she's undercover and
You-
Marcus' sister and typical I'm the brother, you're my sister. I don't want you fucking her. But it's like, all right, cool.
You
I
know,
guess.
here's what, look, that's the good thing. At least they didn't do something where Mike is going to try to put his dick. Oh my God, he did. He already did he?
yeah,
Like,
off off film by the way, because we had to get the exposition, not a flashback or nothing like that. It was
Apparently they
just-
fucked in New York off camera.
yeah, where
All right.
like where Mike had to take a witness up to New York, runs into Sid, and they decided, hey, we're going out. We had dinner and I ordered grouper. And then he got some of her grouper.
I mean, you know,
that's not funny. No, because
But-
now,
but-
no, Eris, because you said grouper, I'm thinking of like a fish, and I'm thinking of her box, and I'm thinking of fish lips. And you made it worse, son.
I
You
know I
made
did.
it worse.
I know I did. That
Kerry
was
Washington,
intentional.
you mean?
No.
What is that?
You mean Kerry Washington?
Kerry Washington, we don't.
Stop it, Chris.
It'd
No,
be
no,
that,
no,
though.
no, no. I
It'll
said
be
because D said fish lips, and my mom said Kerry Washington looks like a fish with a face.
No, Kerry Washington, love you to death, baby. You a good.
I love
actor.
her. I love her. to
Great
death, man.
actress. Kerry Washington got the Stewie Harris. Not a good gum to teeth ratio going on.
Oh, it's the ugly that she did. It's the ugly cry. It's the ugly cry. The
Now,
ugly
hold
cry
on.
that she did in that show.
Now, I want to say this about this movie. Number
Drop
one,
something. No.
I-
shake a tail feather.
I hate what I hate about this movie, looking back on it now, is just how painfully 2000s this movie is.
Bro, and
Like, hold on, Bad Boys 2. How do you describe Bad Boys 2? Very easy. A villain you don't care about. Ecstasy. Remember when that was like the hot drug of the 2000s?
Yes, ecstasy.
Hold on. Hold on. 10 seconds in, we got to name drop 9/11 because you know that wound is still wide open, and,
Fresh.
and hold on, the Morton salt is pouring in pretty deep on it. We're using technology now to take down the bad guys. Both Marcus and Mike. Well, more so Marcus is acting like, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm transferring. I ain't gonna be his partner no more. Like, oh, and explosions out the ass, and the most unrealistic gunfights. Just,
But
I get
also-
it. It's
Video game.
it is. It's a video game.
But
It's a
here's
video
the
game.
problem too. Just when you think the movie's over, we got 30 minutes left. Oh, we got to go to Cuba,
Boy.
and I'm like, what?
All right.
What?
But
Remember,
look,
we got.
look.
Hold on. No, see, first of all, this would not be a Bad Boys movie, gentlemen, without the slow sweeping camera. Yeah, that right there. Because the fact that we sat through 2 hours of this and didn't get this yet,
Until near the end of the movie, it's like,
you think
Shit
that
got real.
As soon as Mars's shit just got real, I'm like, okay, how much time do we
All
have
right, all
left?
right, all right. Here,
35 minutes?
this is the
Okay.
problem I had. Look, let's talk about this part. This is the problem I had with it because right after that, right, you see Martin in the office. So you mean to tell me we gotta go to Cuba? And they go out. He gets all mad, leave, and you see the rest of the department. We behind you, man. Fuck you. Fuck
No,
all
no,
of
no,
you.
no.
No, no,
Here's
no,
the
no,
part.
no,
Here's the part. I
no.
got a cousin. He's a freedom fighter in Cuba. He can get
A
us
little
in.
crazy, but he
I'm
he
like,
can get us
really?
in.
Y'all can just get Castro.
No, no,
You
no, no. The
suck
best part,
as a
no,
fucking president.
no, Chris. The best part, of course, is always Captain Howard coming in and saying, "All right, gentlemen, you know what the deal is. Like we Miami PD, the FBI, we have no jurisdiction whatever to go into Cuba, so we can't do this. We're trying to
I didn't
we're
say
trying to
anything.
handle this diplomatically. By the time y'all get done being diplomatic, my sister's gonna be in the fucking box. This is paint by the numbers 2000s action movie, isn't it?
Exactly. It's exactly
This
that.
is the reason why I said it from the beginning that to me the best Bad Boys movie is the first one.
I don't think. I think this movie. Like, here's the funny thing.
This movie just had to be
Yeah.
over the top for the sake of being over the top because
Again,
sequel,
I
that's
told you
why.
It's
this is
Michael
this
Bay unhinged.
It
this is
is.
Way more
Michael
than
Bay.
ambulance.
Like I said, this is Michael Bay at his prime. He's now gotten the press that he's been in a bunch of movies. They said, "Oh, this dude's a terrible director. All his movies go to flop." Nigga, bam, like bam, The Rock. Bam, the first Bad Boys.
Okay,
Bam, hold on, bam, Armageddon. Bam, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, I kind of fucked that up, but Jerry Bruckheimer likes me.
here's the
Ha
sick part
ha.
about Michael Bay, right? Michael Bay, and I think me and D might have came to the same conclusion. Michael Bay is who Zack Snyder is trying to be. And I don't know whether it's just Michael Bay is just an expert at his craft that he can get away with shit and people still watch it.
I think they're the same director. It's just that their careers branched off in different directions.
Because Bay does some
I
out there stuff, but people still like, fuck it, I'm gonna go see it. And you don't really
It's
feel any sort of way about it. Right?
gentlemen, is Universe 4 versus Universe 8.
pretty much. Basically, Eric,
Right.
basically, Chris. I was having this conversation with my dad actually a couple of hours ago. By the way, guys, he said the same thing that we all said. How is it January and Beekeeper is the movie of the year?
I
But
said it.
Right?
but we was
I
talking
said
about
it.
but me and my dad was talking about this. I said, Dad, it's sometimes when a movie's so bad or somebody's so bad, they loop around the earth, and by the time they get to the other side, it's like, you know what? And that's pretty much what happened to Michael Bay. He stood his ground and said, "No, I want more racist robots." And guess what? And guess what? He made money, money, money. Zack Snyder is the same director, except the world rightfully told him to fuck off. So that's what I'm saying.
But
They're
he
the
tried.
exact same director to me, yeah.
Indeed, the other difference is Michael Bay has his explosions galore.
Yes.
Zack Snyder has slow motion galore. Everything has to be ascending
what it
from the
is?
heavens, slow motion.
That the ambulance movie is a good example of unhinged
Video
Michael
game.
Bay, but it's done in such a way that you're like, this is stupid, but this is enjoyable. Like
Oh,
you know,
But hold
CJ,
on.
no,
But
wait,
hold on.
hold
Go
on,
ahead. Go
dude,
ahead.
hold on,
Go
dude.
ahead. You got it. You
CJ,
got it.
first of all, you and I both know that this was the ambulance is unhinged Michael Bay because you and I were both doing this the entire time at the screener. Box ticked.
oh, he ticked every goddamn box.
So which one is liquid?
Jake Gyllenhaal was Liquid Snake in Ambulance, buddy.
But no. Between the two.
I can imagine them fighting on the
Imagine,
top of the. Hold on, they fought on top of the destroyed ambulance
Eris, think about it.
over a crumbling parking garage.
But Eris, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Motherfucking Zack Snyder wakes up. Look. Zack Snyder wakes up, looks up, sees motherfucking Michael Bay shirtless doing this.
I don't know. I just think it's
I
what.
like WB gave me the money because they believe WB gave you the money because they wasted it, brother.
Sleeping late
They
as
don't
usual.
want you.
Like sleeping late as usual, Bay. Snyder, how the hell? I won't die as long as you still keep
I
making
gotta be real.
explosions.
Jerry Bruckheimer. That's the Jew that you know.
No. D. Jerry Bruckheimer is Meryl tied up over in the corner.
Just like hold up, like the Yamcha pose.
Yeah.
No.
Look behind you. It's
Look
Jerry
behind.
Bruckheimer.
No.
Is he
Look,
still alive? He
no, Eris.
was a few
Eris.
hours ago.
No, Eris. I got it better for you. Look behind you. Wait a minute. That's the young male demographic. You son of a bitch.
The young male demographic.
Yes, Zach. Yes, Michael. Something that you want, but something that I want to show them. I want to show them real. Look, yeah, his boxed hand. I want to show them real cinema. Imagine it, if you will. A snowy field. A samurai appears for no reason. A cat slowly walks in, and then an explosion. Look. Here's Michael B. That sounds like a really poppin' ass scene. I know, right?
You know what?
But they want you, brother.
A girl wearing a sailor outfit and using a samurai sword.
You can't help.
One shots it, by the way.
I would never make nothing like that. Oh, but you put Megan Fox in everything. You make her wear tight clothing, brother.
I gotta say, for the record, Michael Bay.
But I'm the pig. You're the one celebrated for ruining the digital.
But here's the thing. Michael Bay will always be appreciative of me because in his producing credit, he gave me Black Die Hard in the first Purge, and I gotta give him credit.
Shut up, Chris.
Hey, look. I need to see Nigga John McClane was out there fucking punching racists in the face. That's all I'm saying.
And Nigga John McClane has not been a feature star in any other movies. Me and Chris left there like, this nigga might have a chance. Nope.
Hey, Hollywood was like Bay. You know what? Michael Bay was like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. I guess Hollywood isn't ready for this, are they?
But the kids are gonna love it.
Kids are gonna love it.
Kids are gonna love it. Here's somebody.
The blacks are gonna love it.
Look, the blacks are gonna love it. The black audience. I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know. To be fair, you're right, D.
I saw it on Netflix, but it was gone by the time I wanted to watch it.
No, for real, black audience. The black people gonna love it. Man, watch out.
Hey, look, black folks, man. To be fair, though, in the first Purge, it was 50-50 because you had people that
man. Hey, Chris, I don't know, man. This BT's rerun a lottery ticket. I might be watching that.
You know what's crazy? That actor, he might have made a good T'Challa. Maybe.
Nah.
I put him in the maybe column.
I put him in the column of, okay, we've seen your body. We actually seen a print of your penis. Everything works out. Now, can you talk like an African? Ungala, get the fuck out.
Absolutely not.
No, he's not out. Look, Eric, Chris, a room full of white people. He's not authentic African. He's not an authentic African.
Hold on, though. They will make him White Panther, a.k.a. Casper Cole.
You need to go home.
Yes, Casper Cole, White Panther. Biracial angel himself, Casper Cole.
The biracial kitty? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, Casper Cole. Casper Cole.
So in other words, he's a calico.
Who created it? I don't think it was Christopher Priest. It was somebody that created that character. And I was like,
white guy.
Hold on.
Guarantee is a Caucasian or George. Look, or guarantee you it's like white guy or Casada was like this. This shit going slap, man. This shit going. That one Casada. Casada did it right there. But anyway,
oh shit! Black man himself, Christopher Priest created him.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Well, there goes that.
Well, there goes my joke. Actually, it doesn't because I hate that character. So I can say this.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it.
Hey, bro. Everybody, when Ta-Nehisi Coates popped that character back in that first arc, everybody was like, Who? And I was about to say something. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna give a history lesson. Y'all have fun with that.
Boy, how you think I feel when I see the fake Black Panther in DC, and I had my friend try to get me like, yeah, man, he tried
Oh,
to be like Black.
Wildcat.
Yeah, I think it was Wildcat or whatever his name.
Well, it's
It's
Wildcat, and it's the other. It's the Cat Man
Steel.
that's on.
It's like
It's no,
Steel
no,
Catman or
no,
some
no.
crap like
It's
that.
Wildcat. That's the one that trained every street level hero.
Yeah,
That's not. That's
Wildcat. Yeah,
not.
Wildcat. That ain't him. That
It's
ain't
the
him at
other
all.
guy that's on Secret Six, the cat dude on that one.
No, not Bronze Tiger. It's
No, no,
another
no, no. It's a
motherfucker.
cat dude that's on the Secret Six that looks like. I know you talking. I forgot who it is, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's a black. It's like he's a Black Panther clone. It is like I bet DC went for years bringing him in and out. No one's saying nothing until now because Black Panthers.
Speaking of Black
Oh Lord,
Panther,
anyway.
did you just love again? This is Michael Bay at his best. Hey, we're gonna start our movie off with the gang fighting the Klan.
Yep, yep. Because that was funny. Bad
It
boys,
was
bad
funny in the
boys.
most.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you? No, 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 no.
I mean, you put the two blackest dudes undercover with the KKK. Like,
I thought
wow.
that was Michael Shannon. In with a, I was like, one of these niggas Michael Shannon? I was super wrong. Just didn't know.
Sorry, Michael Shannon, we love you.
I want to do this movie. Some of the
The hell is
explosions.
this?
Some
I'm
of the
not racist.
explosions. This stupid.
I love the
Like,
blacks.
hey, I'll say nigger, but it got to make sense in the plot. Yeah, come on, man.
I mean,
I have standards.
listen, sir. When you got Mr. January 6th over here talking about we got our rights.
Sure.
Why don't you exercise your right to shut the fuck up? That was the best response.
Ever.
Okay, listen, Mike, I like you in this movie. Thank you.
Yeah,
Please don't.
I like the ongoing thing is that he got shot in the ass, and he's just getting on Mike the whole time that you shot me in the
And
ass.
look. And Eris mentioned something to me when we was offline talking about this. I was like, Martin is mugging a whole lot in this, and Eris said, "Hey
And I
D,
said,
this is 2000s. This is early 2000s Martin.
early 2000s.
He's still coming off the high of Martin doing he in the camera and all that shit.
Even in 2003.
No. I said that this was early 2000. Martin is just mugging Martin, where when he did it on the show, we got like maybe 3 good muggings of Martin per season.
Mm-hmm.
Like just straight camera mugging from Martin. There was at least 3 per season.
I like how you just said mugging.
Well, it was because I get it. He can do facial expressions, but when 90% of your friggin' movie is you doing that goofy shit, stop, please. I had enough of that in National Security.
He overdid it in National Security.
God, he did it in that one. He did it in Black Knight. It just.
But here's my problem. Here's my problem, though. He did more mugging in this than he did in Big Mama's house. I'm talking about the first two.
Terrence Howard took up the code on that one.
No, he did. Terrence Howard didn't mug at all. All I did was just be a scary light-skinned nigga.
Terrence Howard.
I hate how everybody overhyped how scary he was in that movie.
He's just fucking not Michael Ealy over here, just sitting up there.
Nigga with green eyes.
He really called him scary when all he is just villain in Maine.
Michael Shannon. Yeah, Michael Shannon was one of the Klan members. Yeah, you're right. You were right. Yeah, he was.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Michael Shannon was one of the Klan members. Yeah.
Really?
Dead ass.
Well,
let's investigate.
That can't be right. Like, I feel like that ain't right, yeah.
No. Michael Shannon was the guy that they got the ecstasy from, and they fucking threw him in the trunk.
Michael Shannon was the dude I just said we got our rights.
I thought he was the guy that he threw him in the trunk.
Yeah,
same dude. Yeah, same dude. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, same dude. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, same guy. Because remember, he's the one that had all the drugs. He was part of that whole thing with the drugs, and he was like, "I ain't no snitch."
Wow.
He was like, "Really?" He said, "Well, take a look at the picture here. Oh man, it's a digital camera. Yeah, we ought to send this shit to his Klan buddies. By the time we're done with it, you'll be in the next Busta Rhymes video." Again, that was funny.
There are good jokes in this movie.
Hey,
Like
look.
this movie is like good, but it's like
But
good,
also
frustrating good.
taking up where Steven Seagal left off, we got bad Jamaicans in this movie. Oh,
Ooh.
Haitians, my bad. It's Florida.
Yeah,
It's
it was
Florida.
Haitians. They were all
Haitians.
Haitians.
Horrible Haitians in this movie.
Very
Gentlemen,
good shot though. Very good shot though. Like here's the funny thing with all of the gun scenes. As much as I have to agree, errors, they overdid it and it was over the
they,
top.
they were. They were just over
They
the top.
were
I
Look,
will
when he
admit.
shot old
shot
boy in the head,
Hold
when he
well.
on.
shot
I
old
will
boy in
admit.
Shot
the
I
eye,
will admit.
very
I will
well.
admit. I will admit. This shot right here of them in the house, this gunfight, I enjoyed this.
yeah, it's always great. Like when
That
they
was a
show
good
the eye, the
gunfight.
gun going to the eye, just
Now, this is when the gunfights gets a little ridiculous. We are what? 20-ish minutes into the movie. The part where Gabrielle Union, Sydney, she takes off in the black Suburban. The Jamaicans are there to try to ambush. They chase after her, and I believe they they were shooting at her. They were shooting at Mike's car, which he gets a Ferrari, so he got upgrades. They shot at his car. My man said, "Oh, I think I just got mad." We see the shot going at full speed, quick Scandinavian flick, 360 spin, and him unloading him unloading the mag into all those Jamaicans in the street. I mean, sorry, the Haitians in the street, right? And even though prior to that, Martin, again being Martin, like, police, stop the car, pull over. Like, nigga, your badge, he has a gun, shoot him. Like, even I had to point that out. I'm like, you guys are like driving next to the bad guys,
Like
gun sticking out of the freaking window, and you're showing a badge and telling them to pull the car over.
There's a scene. There's a scene later.
This is the part of Martin's character that where I started to hate Marcus when he was off that woosah. I'm not trying to be shooting shit
By
type
the
of
way,
character.
by the way,
I
by the
did not.
hell,
I never liked this version of Marcus.
by the way, y'all, there are so many what I like to call. I don't want to say bleeding heart. I don't want to say. I'll say people that recognize that freaking therapy is very good for them. They will be pissed off at how this movie is basically calling Marcus a fucking F word for
Yes.
going to therapy. When they show Mike go to therapy, he's getting head from the therapist, which I said, so is this like this is what Will Smith wants his life to be, or is this what it is? I'm kind of confused. Like I believe if it is this way.
No, well, I believe I believe it was a certain group's idea of of going to therapy would look like, especially in Miami. These guys. But I digress.
Oh man, and all the Fresh and Fit fans knowing that we're doing a movie that's in Miami.
Finally!
It's in Miami. Oh,
All the frauds and the whores.
yes. You, like,
really scaring the hose.
as Marcus would say, you go to therapy to work out your issues and not bang your therapist. First of all, both of them, I mean, I would say both of those scenes were pretty funny because I like Martin's therapist. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yes, you do know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Again, like I said, this movie's not a great movie.
It's not.
Damn it, these jokes land and they land.
I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 of these jokes did land.
That's what I'm saying. Like they land. I will give them that. I think the real big problem is that because it does suffer from it being in the early 2000s eras, it has this okay, shut up, we got the joke, shut up type of feel to like some of the jokes.
Yes.
Where it's like, we get it. You don't have to keep stacking it on. And they did that a lot in the 2000s, man. They really did, man.
And you're right. Woosaw definitely became part of the lexicon,
I
man.
mean, like the
Hey
other
man,
one
look,
that
man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like it's just you was
You,
like you just disrespect. That don't give me the
yeah,
right
right.
though. It don't.
dude, him talking to them dead
Woosah,
Haitians had me kind of laughing.
woosah.
He was talking to
Right.
the dead Haitians and like,
Harassing the
look, when Marcus is telling Mike, like, look, man, I'm out here talking to this guy. Like, and I was like, I always thought that scene was great because he was like, despite him whining, he was like, yeah, how are we gonna get answers from fucking dead Haitians? The hell, dude.
This man said, this man said, hold up. You know what? Let's go ask his homeboys. You know, we got some other suspects in the room. Hey, look here, man. You want to tell me who was driving the black Suburban? Huh?
Can't.
Oh, wait. He
Yeah.
can't. No, he can't. He don't know nothing. His brains is on the end table.
I was like, he has a point.
Like,
Points were made.
Your boy was like, "Ooh, he can't tell us shit, Mike. He's all fucked up." I want to know. That shot right there of Martin doing that. How many times did they have to yell cut? Because I guarantee you that dude playing the Haitian was laughing.
Unless it was already a dummy and they just put it there.
It's
All.
It
Michael
looked
Bay.
too good. That looked too good to be a dummy.
No, because
Oh,
sometimes,
no,
because
Kurt, that
sometimes
guy.
they'll actually make something that's like close to what that person looks like, and it looks pretty real.
But here's the thing: you got to realize this is a Michael Bay film. That's probably a real dead body. So,
Michael Bay's like, guys,
Michael Bay
we're
is like,
going authentic today.
like
We got some
Michael
dead
Bay.
cadavers over here.
Like, I'm gonna drop a name that.
How did he not get sued? Is beyond me.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna drop a name that only the smart people that know movies know. Michael Bay is like what Michael Cimino is to motherfucking horses. Oh, a few of them horses died. I think with Michael Bay, ready and go, boom. Hey, one of the stage hands just got exploded. I'm
Keep the
pretty
camera rolling.
sure.
Keep the
Keep it
camera
going.
rolling.
Keep it going. Jerry's gonna be in my ass if we don't get this shot the right way.
No, but the gunfight.
Actually, I don't think Jerry Bruckheimer produced this one. I think
He
I'm
did.
wrong with it. He
Yeah,
did.
dude,
He did.
Jerry,
Yeah,
like
did.
Bruckheimer's
Jerry's hands is all over this.
Jerry has done, I believe, all of the Bad Boys movies.
I think you're all right. He is, man.
I think it was Don Simpson that wasn't in this one.
Yeah. Don Simpson wasn't.
Yeah, Don Simpson wasn't in the second one. He was in the first one.
Mm-hmm. Michael Bay screenplay, blah, 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 produced by Bruckheimer. Yeah. I like. I'm so. Here's the funny thing. Bay has done stuff without Bruckheimer, but I keep on forgetting what he did and what he did not do. Like what he did not do with him. That's why I was saying. Like he did this one. This is when they were still at the hip, man. Because I think Jerry Bruckheimer was like, okay, I got to sell this. So it's going to have explosions on the rest of this. Explosions. You're not going to get this done, Jerry. I got Michael Bay. Son of a bitch. Give him the funding. That's what it felt like to me.
Dude, like when they like somebody mentioned it earlier in the comments about like one of the scenes, and they're right because one of the scenes that grabbed my attention was the chase sequence basically near in the movie where they're unloading cars off the thing, and I was like, that's a dope ass fucking scene with the car damn near skating past fucking Marcus's head. I was like, holy shit.
Over the top as fuck. But
over top, but it was dope. It was like, yo, that's something we never really seen in that way, and it was great, you know.
Hang on, sir. You want to know how we up that ante? Don't have them just yeeting cars off of like through a bridge. Instead, let's drive through the shanty town from Resident Evil 5, going down the hills. Which
they took that from Police Story, sir.
They did. Where you had to be careful which shanty you plow through because you might blow yourself up.
Because they literally did the whole, hey, you can use my test, but don't copy everything word for word. Word, got you, and they still fucking copied the goddamn thing.
Yeah, like yoinked every bit of it.
I'm a white man named Michael Bay. I will copy you, and no one will care.
Look. I'm not even mad at the copy. That don't even bother me because he actually did a really good job.
Plagiarism. What the fuck is that?
The plagiarism was great. I would say
it doesn't affect me.
Because if you plagiarize, it better be good. And it's like, oh, yeah, exactly. It actually was good.
No, because when you plagiarize and it's good, it was a homage.
I mean,
and then everybody want a factoid to mess out of the movie. Do you know that this part was actually based off a bullet? Yeah, if you look at it.
Sirs.
But if it was done badly, you'd be like, they top of your bullet.
No, sir. If you want to talk about something that would have been straight plagiarism, and I'm glad they didn't do it. The which one was it? This shot right here, the morgue.
Love it.
Anyway, so the
We'll
morgue
come back
scene.
to those titties later. But anyway,
Yes,
go
we
ahead.
will. The morgue scene. If they had bad guys that were just crawling all over the friggin' morgue, I'm like, dude, please do not turn this into a hard boiled rip. Don't
It
do
felt
it.
like, but it really felt
I'm
like
so glad they didn't do it. Instead, they went for the them escaping instead.
you know, that shot that they got with the ambulance crashing into the morgue. I felt like Michael Bay was super proud of that shot.
I believe he was.
That felt like a shot that Mike was like, yeah, that was 16 hours well spent.
I mean, look, what's interesting? Like we've seen movies over the years where we've seen like drug dealers try to disguise put their drugs in certain things. The fact that they put them inside breast implants, it was like, yo.
Well, they were drained. No, they drained. They pretty much emptied the body, so the bodies are just nothing more than
That's
shells.
crazy, though. That's
And-
crazy. That is insane. nice editing, sir.
I love it. I
I
absolutely love it.
I love
Eris
it
is
because
on the areola. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
he is very happy.
Eris,
about that.
Yes.
I am shocked that Eris. Y'all
His
don't,
afro is covering the areola.
no,
That's
no,
great.
no. I'm gonna tell you, his afro is covering the areola, but the best part about this, Eris, your eyeball on both sides are covering the nipple. And I
Yeah.
gotta say, Eris, you are the MVP of this picture, and I'm very proud of you, sir. You came out to play.
You came to play. You came to play.
Listen,
Nigga
I'm
came to
covering.
play.
Listen, I'm covering all bases here.
Also,
You
if I
came to
had
play, man. What do you feel about that? Well, I've been covering titties for a long time, and
Cover titties,
and I just like to tell everybody that I'm proud of my work. Hi, mom, and just like hey, man, cover boobs. Let's go.
also
Listen,
if I had a
listen, I
rape-
told the coach that I was going to go out there and step my game up. I've been practicing. I had to make sure that I covered the entirety of the nipple. Not like the titty is one thing, but when you cover the nipple and areola, it's so much more effective.
Will we see more coverage of you being on nipple and on areola like this, or this is like a one-time deal? What's going on?
Oh
with
man, okay. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've been doing this for a good 10 years. I got about maybe a good 3 more seasons out of me, and then I might retire.
Sir. Hey, you know what they did? They went opposite. Hey, apparently Mike, being the guy that just slings dick like the fucking person that he is, apparently had a fucking damn bastard kid that's more SWAT. Basically, you know what? He's Jalen Hurts that can actually shoot a gun.
Well,
Jalen Hurts.
No, first of all, D, thank you, thank you for the sports commentary. I'm glad you and I worked on that joke.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here at WWF Superstars.
Think it was Jalen Hurts that could shoot a gun and then
Jalen Hurts, look, if Jalen Hurts shot a gun like that, he'd be a stormtrooper. A stormtrooper. Don't do that, yeah. Jalen Hurts has proven to me that if there was a barn in all red and he was told to hit the red, he'll hit a child 5 feet away. He has proven that to me. Anyway.
No, they went that way, and apparently the chick that he banged out is like, well, she is fine as hell. I understand,
So,
Mike.
wait.
I totally understand.
So Darius, let me get this shit right. Let me get this shit straight. I'm sorry, but related to Shucky
Check
Cario.
her out.
Here's the thing. No, yes, but no.
Check
Bad
her
boys,
out.
for,
Mm-mm.
bad boys for life, maybe.
No.
But no.
No, first of all, they wouldn't do that. Have Shecky Cario come back and he's a twin brother or some goofy shit. They would only do that.
Like Chuck Cario's brother looking a little worse for wear.
I mean, they would have done that had Die Hard not. Well, no, because even
Jeremy Irons was dope as shit. I could believe
But
him
Jeremy-
to be Hans
yeah.
Gruber's brother.
But
Yeah,
that's
Jeremy
what I'm
Irons
saying.
was great,
you can't
but
find
no.
a French nigga
No, I
that's
don't.
good enough
I don't
to
need.
be like Shucky
No.
Cario. That's the
First
problem you got.
of all, that doesn't even need to be a thing because Shecky Cario's villain still a better villain than Johnny Tapia. He was
Nigga, my foot is a better villain than
no,
Johnny
but listen,
Tapia.
listen. I'm
What are you talking about?
listen. I'm saying still a better villain than Johnny Tapia. He was just a thief who just wanted to who got the inside information about $100 million worth of worth of coke
Heroin.
or heroin. Yeah,
Heroin.
freaking $100 million worth of heroin. He said, I am going to take this and I'm going to sell it to to a Middle Eastern on a plane.
Crossing the Rubel Holly.
Crossing the Rubel Holly. He had nothing.
Nah,
He
would
like
have had.
he had no connection to the cops whatsoever. He
None.
used an ex-cop who had the information, of course, by humiliating his girlfriend at the time. Got the information, rolled in, stole it. Boom! He could have been bow, outie, but no. Cops had to, they had to investigate and get that shit back, or else they were gonna get shut down.
Exactly. I will say this: like the problem is with
It's like what would happen if Lupin got caught, and he's French. Yes, you gotta give me that.
I don't think here's the problem. I don't think you doing any callback.
Chris knows I ain't wrong.
I hate any time you do any kind of callback to the villain where his seed or his cousin wants you dead. And the only time that really worked to me was the Fast series
where we get
it kind of makes
Shaw's
sense.
brother.
Fast series.
It's like they're related. Of course they're
bro.
related. Why
Okay,
not?
hold on. And Chris, make it worse. And it make it worse. They love that. Hold on. They love that plot so much that they went back. They went back and recycled it with F10.
No, you remember? I think it's F9.
How do you?
No, I'm talking about
F10.
No, it's F10 because I was there. You killed my father.
Okay, here's the weird part about that.
Don't you come out here trying to save that dumb plot.
I'm laughing because technology is wild. Because like there are so many open spots in Fast 5 that they almost have me believing like I can kind of see it. But at the same time,
a suburban gets yeeted off a bridge,
and he's like
Jason Momoa,
which means that during the time that Rock and the fucking Brazilian lady were sitting on that bridge, like, you just left the safe here on the bridge. Momoa was like this
the whole time. He just stayed there.
I hate that series so much.
I love this series. I love how stupid the Fast series is.
The Fast series somehow they somehow knew how to have an open window where it's like I can buy it, but you still gotta ask some questions about this.
I just like
make sure it takes place on the bridge. That way we can cover bases
for
like random. No, we cover bases. That way we can insert random characters via CGI and Photoshop. Like, yeah, he was right there.
Samoa was the third card from the right that got knocked over the bridge.
He was right there under the car the whole time. Pulled the Glenn from Walking Dead, hiding under a dumpster, and witnessed his father get murdered.
No, the best thing ever was hearing you two halfway predict Han coming back was the funniest thing.
I was sitting back like, so let me get this right. Han sat there and just crawled out next to Kurt Russell and was like, throw the chain on there. Boom.
Like throw the chain down. Yeah, now comes the hard part. Keeping you dead.
Hold up. Side note before we get back to Bad Boys 2. So Giselle just, combat rolled on the ground.
Which is what I told you, Chris. I said to all of y'all in that damn theater.
He got the Joker special where he got hit just.
Yes, I told y'all from the
very. It's just a little road rash burn. I'm good.
No, I told y'all from the jump.
Spray from my shoulder. I'm all right.
No. I told every last one of y'all in that damn theater. Giselle was wearing that thick ass leather jacket. She'll survive that fall. There was no witnesses. She's still alive.
What if she got up? Took some Neosporin
post credits. D hand to God. Post credits. Fast 10. Everybody, like, we all see Giselle coming out of that submarine. I stood up and pointed at everybody that was sitting next to us. I fucking told y'all she was alive.
See, here's my thing. I wasn't even mad at it, but it was just like, okay, I can let go of Han.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry. This was errors to say sorry.
But see, here's the thing, D. That was me when Letty came back in Fast 6. I was
I meant to mention that too. Chris, I'm not giving you the satisfaction off of that because I don't believe that was a plot until you said, dear Dear Vin, it's your biggest fan. I miss Letty. I'm pretty sure you missed that lazy eyed dream too. So if you can really do us a favor and tell Michelle Rodriguez to stop making mid ass movies and come back onto the fan series,
That'd
it
be
will
great.
be a pleasure for
No,
all
no,
of
D,
us.
you played the wrong. No, you played the wrong one. When she popped up, this was me.
And I've been waiting, baby.
To be fair, D, you're right because I was kind of like miffed at Michelle after Blood Rain. I'm like, Michelle, go back to the Fast series. You know,
It's like go back to
go
the.
back, just go
Boy,
back.
you
Go
better
back.
be glad there was only one movie she was in with Blood Rain, man. I hated that so much.
You're too no. Go back to the Fast series. Go on ahead and talk to Vin. See if you can get some backdoor pilot to get back in the series, and we can go from there. Like,
Oh yeah,
gentlemen,
you gotta try.
gentlemen, question. Martin on ecstasy.
it was funny.
Yes,
Went a little over
yes.
long.
It definitely went over long. You want to know the only thing I laughed at, and it was the most unintentional part, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. It wasn't
The face, the
it wasn't the
face.
no. It wasn't the face. It wasn't the antics. It was none of that shit. The part that made me laugh was Martin on the phone walking down the stairs, and he said the following line. I love it when you call me Bunny News. I don't know why that line is ridiculous.
For me, I ain't gonna lie. This is my favorite part. This is a beautiful,
This is a,
big
big
eyes,
fucking eye,
eyes,
but a nice fucking face.
I feel like we're in the
That's
Busta
my
Rhymes
favorite.
video that you just did. That D.
Hands where I see. Yeah, I know.
Nah. You bad enough? Give me some more.
No. Look, we dangerous. There we go.
First
This
off,
is serious.
D,
You,
D, I appreciate the professionalism with the white teeth. Congratulations, I love it.
hey, look,
Great.
here's me. Yes, reflection. They didn't see the yellow. Thank you, white shirt.
Dental plan. Anyway,
Hey, man, hey, that just means people know D brushes his teeth. That's all.
Ah, Lord, I love it. Look, listen, these racist dental
that's why I
plan.
said moving on. That's why I said moving on.
Dental plan.
Hey, also, okay. Marcus's daughter and the boyfriend, right? I'm mad that they was like, hey, we got to keep that plot point going in the third movie when they get married. I'm like, really?
Well,
Really?
we never even knew that they were even going to do that. We just knew that this shot right here was okay. It was a high mark. It was one of the funniest.
But
It was one of the
2000s with that. With
it was extremely 2000s, but it was also one of the funnier moments of the
It
movie.
was.
I gotta be real. I'm only gonna say this because I'm a fucking father. The shit is funny until it happens to your kid. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
When I go over there, they threaten me. Oh, for real. Oh, for real.
Word. Word.
Oh, word though. He pulled a what out on you. Now, if he's a cop and he did the thing where he fresh you down, like, don't touch my kid after that, nigga.
Oh, I like how Marcus's
but-
wife is like,
but-
oh, poor baby, get in the house. What the
But the thing
hell
that
you
gets me
guys
about
doing?
that,
You ever
But
been
the
with a
thing that gets
man?
me-
No. You want to?
wanna be? Want to? All right. Two things. I saw it with two different audiences. I saw it at the movie theater. Of course, this scene along with the collapsed anus
Who the
scene.
fuck is you, nigga?
This scene along with the with you shot me in the ass and it hurt me scene. Um,
Oh god.
everybody in
Them in
my
the damn
died.
video store. I mean the
Yeah.
electronic store.
They died. Everybody died at this scene. But the other, I saw this with another audience. What I like to call good old fashioned common clay niggas. I'm not going to tell you where I was at. I was in a room full of niggas, and I don't want to toot my horn and say I was the smartest one in there. But D graduated. So everybody in there, see, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do to them kids, nigga. I'm like, what? Ain't y'all the same motherfuckers that be? So it's one of those. It's one of these scenes where I like to say it's a lot of old school. It's a lot of old school humor mixed in with a lot of wow. So black men can't do shit type of trauma. It's one of those things though that everybody in
I
mama
mean,
loves
here's
so
the thing.
much.
Like, I always like, I'm all for joking around with people, but there's like a line where I'm like, once you start pulling out guns and shit, it's like, yeah, I might want to chill. Like,
I
No,
don't
that
like
was
how Will
that
wasn't
was
as
just
drunk as
more
he
like
needed to be in the eyes.
CJ. That was just more of unhinged Michael Bay directing.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Nigga, you look like
Well,
Ludacris.
that nigga said, "Nigga, you look
you look
30.
30.
Shit,
30.
he's 30. Now, when he pulled out the gun, Future era saw this and said, "Ha! He pulled a boogie. He pulled a
D said,
boogie 988."
ah, man. When he pulled the gun out, here's me. Ah, yes. Every uncle who isn't funny no more. His only
I
move.
mean, I don't want to be dour, but like in the midst of black people getting killed, when he said, "Motherfucker, you look 30," I'm like, ooh, yeah, cops do be looking at kids that like that thinking they're 30. So
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Chris.
This racism is killing me inside.
look, I'm
I need,
sorry,
For that.
sorry, I'm just saying.
I need a, damn it. See, next time Chris pulls a move like this, D, I need to pull out a picture of Officer Pulaski from San Andreas.
What, Chris Penn?
Yeah, or no, not Chris Penn. It has to actually be Officer Pulaski. High and tight.
What bad PlayStation 2 graphics
Yes.
look on his face?
Yeah.
I say we put Carl down.
Say we put the nigger down. Wow, he said nigger.
Nah,
Crazy.
Pulaski. Calm down. Carl knows what to do. Ain't that right, Carl? You don't want to be like your brother now, do you?
I gotta be honest with you. Me and Sue talked at length about the HD version of it, and them hands look even more ridiculous in high definition 4K. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like,
what made it worse is like they took the figures from being stuck together to just like this.
it's like this.
It's like
it's
that
like
much.
hold on there.
There's like that much now. Like the thumb is still stuck here, but
In a game that has so many issues,
CJ.
this is one of those moments where it's like sometimes having stuff in HD is not a good thing. At that point, you might as well
sometimes just doing a shitty job of restoring something is not a good thing.
I'm sorry. I was like, you know what, Rockstar, y'all should have just did it from the ground up version of that if you're gonna do all that shit at that point. Like, this is just...
Well, like no, because we liked counting all of our GTA 5 and online money.
Hey, because I love seeing Los Santos from La Fiera because you don't have the fucking clouds blocking it out. That just looks weird.
That's just beautiful. I love it.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
You better download that. You better download that reshade mod and keep it moving.
Hey, apparently, Bad Boys 2 pulled the GTA. When he goes to fucking 3 to the world when he gets on the plane. That's what they did when they went to Cuba. They just fast traveled Cuba.
Yeah, that was a fast travel.
So you just say that he just
when he had to do the assassination back in fucking 3.
Liberty City, yeah, go to Liberty City.
That's exactly how they did Cuba. I was like, so they just take a shitty boat to just go to Cuba, and that's how they got to Cuba?
No, they flew. They definitely flew to Cuba.
With like a fucking drug running plane.
They flew to Cuba, but when they landed, they went straight. It's like when they landed, boom, here we go, underground, go.
Apparently, Castro's fucking the Castro freedom fighters were out here digging underground tunnels in Cuba, ready and waiting.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, yeah, but at the same sense, it was more of like, so y'all just knew that.
Yo, I'm sorry, that was the most.
Got a full map.
This is
like
probably,
schematics.
This is the most I don't want to say it like that, but this is the most Hispanic thing ever. Yes, my cousin is a freedom. I'm like, that is wow, really, your cousin?
No, he didn't say that his cousin was a freedom fighter. He just said he said that my cousin is a little crazy, but he's hooked up with the underground. Didn't say the actual name. He just said he's hooked up with the underground.
I like how Mark was like, but that's our ticket in. Shut the fuck up. What you could do is call her agency and let the DEA do what they do best and say, well, she's
D. I'm just going to inform you again, as someone whose client is the federal government. When the FBI walks in and says that they have no jurisdiction in that area, that means all of the 3-letter organizations cannot go into that area,
bro. I think y'all seen that Mark Wahlberg movie Shooter.
Love America.
You seen the y'all seen the Mark Wahlberg movie Shooter, right?
Yes.
Sadly.
So I love that movie, but I thought the most fucked up shit but accurate to America is how Marky Mark and his boy they're shooting people over like I think they were 5 miles into the border of a country they weren't supposed to be in, right? So he's calling the guys like, "Hey man, you gonna have to get us out. We did our job." And they were looking at each other back in base like, "Yeah, go ahead and pack this shit up. They're on their own." I was like, "Yo, that is the most America shit ever." Like,
that's why I said all the other 3-letter agencies are like, "Yep, she's in Cuba. She's
she on her
pretty much on her own. SOL. I don't know what to tell you. You got no jurisdiction. We can't go in there. You shouldn't go in there, but we're not going to stop
Go
you.
ahead and give the family the pension.
Because we're not going to stop you because this little thing called plot armor and main character, and the fact that we have 25 minutes left in this movie.
We gotta go down to Cuba. Why? The border is not open. Do you realize if we do anything heavy down there, Miami policemen.
Miami policemen
heavy down there in Cuba. It's going to be an international incident. You know that, right?
No. See,
well, not if they don't have their badge.
You want to know why? Hold on. You want to know why that doesn't even matter? Because according to Captain Howard, dude's got a hookup with some spies.
Okay.
Former Delta Intel.
And that's
dude called in. He called in a CIA agent who had the freaking the tough books. Those are the Panasonic laptops when them shits can survive a nuke.
Those get shot up. They show like 2 guys with AR-15s just going away on that.
This reminds me.
They bring him in because he's the one that can use the remote control RC car to go.
By the way, that scene with the RC car went on way longer than it should have.
Bro,
like good lord,
I didn't see this fucking RC car just driving across the lawn. Gotcha.
No, never mind that. How about the fact that they used the RC car to drive itself under a truck that was going into the compound? How does it keep up with that kind of speed?
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch? I don't.
Like, no.
Thank you, Cardi.
Like, no, that's the frustration that I was having because like you already said, yeah, by the time we see shit just got real, we have approximately, and I looked it up, we have approximately 31 minutes left in the movie.
Captain Howard at 31 minutes. That nigga thought he got something. I got spies. We're gonna win this.
Here's the thing that got me.
Henry Rollins is ready to go in. We got it.
No, here's the thing that got me. The spy that they brought in, he was only brought in just to drive this RC car to the compound, blow it up. He's done.
Harris, how much you want to guarantee that guy was a real bomb expert or whatever he was in real life, and Michael Bay really, really liked him, and he wanted to have a scene?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Dude brought him in and said, "Listen, what you got to do?
Shit authentic.
What you got to do is you got to go in there. Go that little room right there is a jamming station. Just go in there, just jam the computer system.
It's just to me." This just reminds me of how for those 12 hours after 9/11, we were united as a country.
Yeah.
And we were pulling out all the stops. Well, we got to get those terrorist sons of bitches. It just reminds me of that shit in Patriot. Was it Patriot Day with Marky Mark? Like, we got to get those terrorists, man. We got to get them.
We got to get terrorists.
We got to get them.
Yeah, Boston.
What? No. We got to get them.
There was a Dunkin' I used to go to over there, and they just blew it up.
It's like all of a sudden everybody is fucking tactical experts. That's exactly what happened at the end of Bad Boys 2. It's like, really? That's what we're doing? Like,
here's the thing. Y'all niggas be burning half of Miami, killing civilians, by the way. And yet,
when Captain Howard said, I got 3 fat people that's going into the fucking ambulance.
Not only do I gotta worry about the dead bodies that you're living in the street, I gotta worry about dead bodies.
No, Captain Howard again. he's always great in these movies. When
Joe
he
Pantoliano.
said, you know what? It's like, what is it with you guys? Do you guys just call each other up in the morning? Hey, Marcus, how you doing? I'm cool. Like, hey, how do we piss off Captain Howard today?
No, it's the I.
Yeah,
I.
He's like, what do you say? We take 3 fat dead people and spill them all over the street, and then we shoot up this guy, and then we cook another guy on a train track and shoot that up while we're at it.
A man out here popping Advils.
I gotta be real.
And then
you know what I heard, Eric?
No, hold on. Wait, before you go. He said, and I quote, "You guys are like little ticks just sucking the blood from my veins." Woosah. Damn the woosah, Captain. You just call me a tick.
All I heard was a reason to fire them. A reason to fire them. That's a real good reason to fire them. That's another good reason to fire them. But we said this in the other movies. God damn it, I love these results. You actually get the bad guys off the streets. Who gives a shit if it's $2 million that we owe this city now? You got the bad guy.
D, the best one. See, that was the second time that Captain Howard had to go in. The first one I think was I enjoyed the first one a lot because it was after the car chase. He brings him inside and says, there's 2 sides to every story. I have I got a police commissioner up my ass so far that if he were to spit, it would be coming out of my mouth. But that aside, so you guys got the drugs, right? No drugs. Okay. What about the money? No money. Okay. So all of that right there was for nothing. Captain, I was at a family barbecue. So when he pointed at the car chase, he says, now, of course, Mike always has to make every situation worse by trying to explain it. But every time he explains it, it's just, Mike, stop, you're stumbling, because he goes, okay, this right here, this is oh shit. Okay, this wasn't us, by the way. It's DEA all over this. Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me the DEA operating in my town and without notifying me? That's a DEA car right there that blew up. Fuck.
I love how it's really just wheels
from Captain Howard, and he just explodes with that sharp ass fuck. Fuck.
You know what? I will say this. When you hear that fuck, it does make me say, there was a time where these police comedies, perfect. There were a time you can't do police comedies now. You really got to take all the piss out of the police now. And hold on, you have to take all the piss out of the police now. And at the same time, Blue Lives Matter, I guess.
Well, they got to beat the propaganda allegations.
See, look, here's the I think John Oliver said it best. Propaganda. Yes, that's where they were starting. Boy, can you imagine that shit, man?
God, hey, Godchild, you mean to tell me that you saw this as angry?
Fuck. I'll tell you something, boys. I'm not proud of what I'm saying.
Where's my meatball sub?
Gotta stand up and tell you how I feel right now. I can feel all the way down in the cockles of my soul. See, cockle. See, that's C. To spell cockle, that's C-O-C-K.
No, D. I got you. Woosha.
That's what all them niggers be saying. Woosha, right? Speaking of Woosha, I remember I was in. I remember it was the first time I ever been down to Grenada. When it's always Grenada, I know y'all.
Stop
It's
it.
always
I'm
Grenada.
done. I'm
So the
done.
first time I went down to Grenada and I learned what Woosha was. I learned it from a Tibetan whore. Now these Tibetan whores, they were different from the average whore. These Tibetan whores, they would pray before they suck your dick. Now, now, what I learned of the ancient Asian ways of Wuxia, I'm done.
No. He would have
I'm
said
done.
that. He said, what I learned from the Oriental way.
For the Oriental, yes, the Oriental ways. See the thing about the Orient. The Orient is all Orientals,
You know
right?
what? You
It's
know
all
what?
Orientals. Like I know Africans, I know niggers. Those are different people. Those are different sets of races. God damn.
There was a moment where white
Ooh,
folks,
yeah.
when they were racist towards Asians, they said Orientals, and it was a hard O when they said Oriental.
It was.
Nigga said a hard O.
It was a hard O. Basically.
Oriental.
I mean, fuck, even in Torque, when you hear Ice Cube saying, "I heard you were all the Indochina and shit,"
Indochina. Why you
like,
say it like
say
that?
it like that, like
Why you
Jesus.
say it like that? Was it like that in the? You mentioned. I'm sorry, Eric, Chris. Torque.
It was a moment.
You know, and to anybody that's going to ask me, yeah, one day,
One day.
one day, one day. But wow, Torque. I remember I asked Eris about that movie, and he said, "quote end quote." Why the fuck are you asking me? And I.
There's no four tires, so what the fuck do I give a shit about fucking damn bikes? And I don't blame him because it's like I don't care if it has two tires; it needs to be four tires. Fuck this movie.
Oh my god, bro!
No.
Was Eddie Griffin in that movie? Did I just make that up?
I think you just made it up. That was
No,
the
Eddie Murphy. That was
other
Red Line.
No, that was
Red
Red
Line. Thank you. Okay.
With the bad guy from Long Kiss Goodnight,
Wow.
Angus, whatever his last name is. He was the bad guy in Red Line.
Oh my god.
In the movie,
I am so sorry. I am so sorry that I brought up this movie.
Let me tell you something about Red Line. The trailers lied. They try to capitalize on the Fast and Furious hype to make that movie be about racing. And what it was is some chick that they got off the street off of Maxim magazine that they try to push.
This is more about racing than Red Line was. I swear.
The Mario Kart section of the Mario Brothers movie was more about racing than Red Line. Eddie Griffin is in the movie for
comic
10 minutes.
No, I'm like, is it even 10? Is it even 10?
It was because if I'm not mistaken, I remember
he's betting. He's betting on the woman.
No, I remember. If I'm mistaken,
you remember the plot of that movie? I don't.
Not the plot. I'm saying I remember something happened. I remember he had ironically, he actually had a car accident during the shooting of this movie.
That's the only thing I remember was that car accident. That was a highlight of a movie, the behind the scenes of the
Yeah, apparently Eddie didn't know how to drive that thing.
That movie's plot, Red Line tried to capitalize off the Fast and Furious movies, but then it's like, hey guys, you're supposed to have actual racing in your movie, and the racing that was in the movie was like barely in the movie. And it's like, so what was the plot? Thank you. I was lost. That movie went to the fucking $5 bin in Walmart so quick.
Oh God, no! This is not even funny. This is actually an accurate portrayal of me looking at Red Line. I popped this DVD in for what? Hold on, Chris, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like
Was
this.
it the full screen or widescreen version?
It doesn't matter because you're about to hear this from D. I had in a weekend, and I bought these from Walmart, and I hate myself every day for buying it.
$5 in your pocket right
I
there.
had that. I had Red Line. I had that. I had Red Line. I had
Domino's. You missed out on.
I had that. I had
biker deal right there, buddy.
5 deal, son.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like
I had this.
5 big chickens.
Hold on, yo. I had this movie. I had Aeon Flux, and I had Ultraviolet. What was I
Ooh.
doing
First
to
off,
my life?
First off,
Why?
I would rather,
God, why?
I would rather watch the chaotic mess that is Ultraviolet than watch
No.
Redline.
Woo. Let me tell you something. Ultraviolet. This is going to be a compliment, and no, no. This is what you call a compliment with damning praise. Well, it's better than Electra.
I might have to debate you on that one there, buddy.
Ooh,
Ugh.
hey, Chris, are you sure?
I
Are you
want-
sure about your boy sitting down there forming the fucking wolves? Are we going to do that? Are we really doing this?
Hey, look, it had Bob Sapp, so I mean, I'm just saying.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Ultraviolet had
Mm-mm.
at her height Mila
Nope.
Mila Jovovich.
Nope.
So
No,
I
no,
think
no,
we
no, no.
broke even.
Nope. I'm letting you two have that. This is none of my business.
Ultraviolet was a white man's interpretation of anime.
I feel like Eris is looking at both of us like both of y'all. Both of y'all need to hold this.
I watched Ultraviolet and I'm like, yo, like, so Mila,
Boy.
did y'all just make this movie up as you go? Because I don't remember the plot.
No, the older I get, you see, it's so funny. The older I get, the more I think to myself, what am I putting in my body? Like, what am I eating? How is this going to affect me? The same can be said for movies. Yes. It hurt me too. It hurt my
Hey,
too.
Ultraviolet was so bad. I thought it was a Luc Besson movie for a minute just because of how out there it was. And I was like,
Joe,
Luc Besson didn't do
Aeon-
this?
The
Here's
best way
the
to
best
describe
part.
best way to describe Ultraviolet is this. Imagine imagine if you will, for 2 hours, you are being put through King's multi-throws with no escape for 2 hours.
You're mashing and you're like, it's not
No,
working. It's not working.
no. It's not the video game. No, you are actually being put in the multi-throws.
My mashing is hitting the stop button. It's not working.
I mean, what? No, Chris, what are you mashing? King is rolling you on the ground, actually rolling you on the ground.
The stop button on my PS2 is not working. No.
You want to know the best part? You want to know the best though?
I mean, an actual Jaguar man wrestler busts through your door and just picks you up and starts doing shit.
That is ironic. That is ironic, right?
Hey, okay, hey, Mad
Sometimes you look up.
Mad
Sometimes you
Chocolate,
look up
hey,
and die.
Mad Chocolate, check it out. See, you say that just shows the nigga had time to step his game up.
Every player
He had about 20 years.
Every player rolls his ankle playing basketball. It's all good.
But no, but going
Joe, no, Aeon Flux though. I'm glad. Look, Aeon Flux is so bad. I like how I mentioned that, and everybody was like,
I fucking hate you, Brian.
Aeon Flux was like, how could we make the laziest adaptation ever?
oh shit, Snake Eyes is dying.
I'd rather watch Snake Eyes than Ultraviolet.
Boy, Snake Eyes.
I actually enjoy Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes was the best G.I. Joe movie that wasn't a G.I. Joe movie.
Snake Eyes did the bare minimum and made it. Okay.
The bare minimum.
It combat rolled to the finish line. It got kicked out the
You
car.
know what?
Yeah.
That's the reason why I
Equilibrium
bought
and
it.
Beekeeper.
That's the reason why I bought it, because I'm like, well,
Oh, yeah, he is 2-1. He is
Equilibrium.
2-1, to be fair. Gunkata, sir.
You know,
Gunkata.
Gun is Tay Diggs with a sword.
Tay Diggs went out like a fucking pussy in that movie. I'm sorry.
No. Tay Diggs went out with an art clipping of his.
No wonder he didn't do any action movies after that film. It's like Tay Diggs action? Nah,
Like
we're good.
you're not convincing.
We're good.
I stand by what Roger.
You the whiny guy that loses Sinead Lytham.
Sir, you're like Tay Diggs, the same Tay Diggs got his ass whooped by Juicy Smollett in Empire.
You would not mention that.
I will mention that shitty plot.
That fictional fight that would never happen in real life.
Hey man, the shit is recorded and it's part of Disney Fox history now.
Did you have to mention Disney?
Yes, I do.
I like it because it feels like Disney had no part in that. But he's like, no, y'all come.
You had no part of it, but you own that company, nigga.
That's your shit. You own that.
You dropped the money and own the company that produced this mess.
No, it's called
That's
no. It's 20th Century now, so 20th Century owns Empire. Disney is just ain't us.
It ain't you, but you spent the money. You wrote
They
that
watched Juicy Smollett try to take a swing
shit. Like Disney, you ain't innocent, nigga. You wrote that check.
Yo, so Tapia is just a nasty ass white dude that got rats in his house, right? Cool. Gotcha.
First of all, first of all, sir, that is an old house that belongs to his mother.
That is an old.
His mother is a nasty woman.
Yes, she is.
So when you got a crock pot that they use to put Russian mobsters in, which let's be real, okay. Let's back. Let me quarterback this a second. You're gonna bring in a Russian guy that you know for a fact has probably got connections to actual Russian mobsters, and you kill his lieutenant, Joseph. By the way, you killed Joseph by cutting him up, putting him in a crock pot, and then presenting him to his boss. I mean, are you sorry? That was his brother, by the way. You kill a Russian mobster's brother, and you mean to tell me that you didn't think about none of the repercussions? Sir, you are Johnny Tapia. Yes, I get it. You sling X, and every time the cops try to come after you for something, you sue them and you always win. I don't know.
Sir, it's called
Miami.
No. It's called I'm on coke. I wasn't in my right mind.
It's called okay.
No, Chris. It's not even about him being on coke. He legit sues the Miami.
No. I'm talking about killing the Russian.
My problem is
okay. If
we did that, I was like, okay, Eric Cartman, like Eric Cartman, all of this. Like, look. Like, first off, here's the problem. You fucked over. Look, first off, you fucked over George Young. I already feeling some type of way about that. Yes. So I was.
Dude, my man. First of all, he came to him and said, "Look."
By the way, I like how that nigga. He like, oh yes, I get to be like, I want to be Johnny Tapia. What kind of character you want me to do? You can do what you didn't blow. Okay.
We don't have Pee Wee Herman.
So you want me to be that guy?
Yeah, we want you to be the guy. No, damn, wrong picture.
You want me to ask George, what does he know about the cocaine?
Nah, actually, here's my favorite part. Pablo Escobar. Him. that was my favorite part. He was like, yes, the plug. I get to shake the plug's hand. Yes.
Please.
Fuck this white. No, right there. It's like this. Fuck this white boy. That's exactly what that was.
It's like, please, tool remove. Malibu most wanted type of action from Tay.
I like how Tay Diggs, like I said, Tay Diggs is comfortably a 55-year-old man now, and I love it. I just love it now. But like I said, ever since I saw Alexis Fields catch that nigga sleeping on All American, I love it. This nigga was just like sitting there. You know when you see somebody got their eyes closed, they're not snoring, it's just like this. Yeah. He was like, Tay, and you can tell he was sleeping because he did this move. Tay, yeah. Because you know when somebody just zaps up like they just woke up.
got that red in their eye like
the
they
slight red.
Red.
I'm like, Alexa's wrong because she did this shit where she like zoomed in and came off. So look at this fool.
This is what. Tay! That is what happens when your body is going to sleep, but your brain is still trying to stay active.
I will give it look.
It's going to the overtime telling you, it's going to the overtime going, all right, do you sleep? Do I try to wake you up? Do you sleep? Do I try to wake you up? And it's just frying. And it's just frying the corners of your eyes, which is why it's extra red.
Speaking of extra red, so it's not enough that Johnny
shot
Tapia.
Me in the ass.
I can't even get an erection anymore.
I killed for this shot. I killed for this shot, Ayers, because when he made this circle, I'm like, I gotta get it where Martin's looking perfectly into the Okay, so I'm gonna take this along with flaccid.
Like, he's a flaccid. You cannot say that word around me ever.
Oh God!
He said, we're going to take that word flaccid and we're going to throw that in there with your erection problems and my mama's titties. And we're going to take this box and we're going to chuck this bitch in the fucking ocean. And the only way that you get access to that is you got to be Jacques motherfucking Cousteau.
When that scene first came on, I was telling myself, oh God. Like, for real. The second they noticed like the thing was still on, I was like, what am I watching right now? Is this comedy gold that I am watching right now? And my part, Harris.
That poor man is pouring his heart
out. No, he is so selfish. And the black mama, y'all play this homo shit up in here.
Can I say, hey, CJ?
That was actually refreshing. That was actually a bit refreshing. To hear a black woman actually react like a black woman.
Hey, Chris, can we say that was the moment if we went to go see this and if we went to go screen this, you and I both would be in there for that one shot. Tick. There was so many box ticks in that one within that 5 minutes.
Bro, like that, like okay. Number one, so Johnny, your mansion, your balling ass mansion in Cuba, right? Got so many holes in the security that they can just put a fucking remote car and just blow the shit up.
Well, no, in this house, that's the.
I know the wrong house. I know it's the wrong house.
No. I'm saying, but in this house, yeah, I mean, they were able to plant all kinds of bugs in there. But speaking of which, go back to that shot again, Chris. Sorry, this shot right here where Martin and Will have to. They go in as pest control. They were clear. Well, they didn't tell them that they had a rat problem. They just figured, oh, pest control. All right, cool. We go on some GTA 5 mission where we disguise ourselves as pest control for bugs, thinking that the same poisons that work on bugs gonna work on rats. And I love the on the spot lying that they told to Johnny's cousin.
Oh man, we just change around. You know, because of the colony.
The colony. Rats ain't got no sticking colony. Well, these are colonial rats.
You see, I was like, okay, I know this is a comedy. Call security. Call security.
Look, I would have burned that house. I would have burned.
Pile driving.
Look, I see that. I'm burning that house down.
Yes.
Fuck it. I'm burnt. The house is done. We're burning it.
The fact that Johnny can't even keep money in this house because the rats kept eating it.
So was that supposed to be funny?
Yes, this was the beginning of Michael Bay's shtick of like I'm gonna say a fucking college level sex humor.
He put a dog fucking in Transformers 1.
He did.
And it had nothing to do with it. Also,
it had nothing to do with it. Hold on. Dog fucking in Transformers 1 and calling out your boy Sam for yanking it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget about the ball sack on the robot.
Yes, that was in Transformers.
I am underneath the balls right now.
Mm-hmm. The ball bearings, sir.
Ball bearings. Yeah, that was the most famous of Decepticons, and that's what we resort that Decepticons.
Like, again,
the Constructicons.
That's what Michael Bay did to your show, Chris. That's all.
That's what I did to Transformers.
That was your show. I don't get to tell you anything. I'm just glad that you joined me on the last night of.
I'm just glad,
Harris. It's like seeing Chris go on a Marvel movie. It is to behold, because me and Chris had the exact same emotions through the whole movie, and then he got to that one part. Remember when they was like fighting in the city, and they was like, go back and forth. Me and Chris at the end of that was a little bit impressive. I will give it that. That was a little bit.
I'm at a point right now where it's like, look, we got Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, so it's like, all right, we finally course corrected this shit. Finally,
we course corrected, but people hate Rise of the Beast.
I like how
people actually love that movie. Shockingly,
it's weird. It's weird. It's weird because what the last I would say the last two, maybe three on Transformers. Well, two in this
Yeah,
case, I
two.
guess.
Yeah, two.
No,
Yeah,
Bumblebee and no,
Bumblebee
yeah
just two.
two,
and
two,
Rise
two
of
and
the
Rise
Just
of the
two,
Beast.
Beast.
just two,
That's
just
all.
two,
Yeah,
just two.
that's those two.
But with those two, I do see that there are fans softer to it. They're softer to it. I would say it that, but it's still they could have did so much. Like as much as I actually did like Rise of the Beast, I felt like there was still like a lot you could have did for the fans to make them to bring them back into it. And I get it. It's hard, man. That shit's hard, man.
Bro,
You
like
know,
I would have burned that house down, but look, they made up for it to Cuba because
I look
they
the
blew
shit
shit
that
up.
got me was remember we was drilling. We was drilling. You saw a little bit of dust came down. The fact that Johnny like fucking rats. I'm like, call security.
Like,
Call fucking security. Get these two men out of your
But
house.
they were
How are
sloppy as shit.
all
I
of you
liked how
stupid?
they called him in the kitchen. He's like, "Hey, dude, you got more than a rat problem. This is some nasty ass
like, y'all
shit."
some nasty
Nasty ass
Nasty.
motherfucker. Oh man,
we
I
get
just
them
I,
we
I
get
just
the we get them shooting their way out of Johnny's house, and best part, they run. Johnny goes to his cousin, and he tells him, "Hey, those are the gangbangers from from the car chase. They were here in Mama's kitchen, in Mama's house."
I like how they got
And
caught because they were
and
arguing underneath the bridge after the fucking car chase. That's
they
crazy.
hold on. He tells him, "Hey, nobody endangers my daughter, my mother, or my money." And he popped his cousin in the head.
For not telling them about that.
And Johnny's mama, bless her heart, told him, "Hey, what happened to Roberto? He killed himself, mama." Not gonna lie, I laughed at that. Very sad.
No, I liked it because I liked it because it sounded so perfectly white man wrote this for Spanish people. That's
Yes,
why I liked it.
he killed himself, mama.
He
Oh,
killed him,
please
dear
write a note.
mama.
Please write a letter to his mother. I got it. I love it. No, the fact that he says "I got it" while holding the gun.
It's the equivalent of what happened to him. He fell on some bullets. All right. That's almost like it's like
He
it's
tripped
like
and fell and landed on a conveniently placed bullet.
it's like fucking Tommy's mom in Goodfellas. Like, what happened to your shirt? Ah, we hit a deer. Yeah, hit a deer.
Like, and I was trying to like hack the the hoof off, and the blood got everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't leave it. It's a sin.
Johnny Tapia's mom, the second she saw Gabrielle Union.
This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook. We're losing recipes.
Wrong. Johnny Tapia, Johnny's mom, when she meets Gabrielle Union. Johnny, is she a Negro?
Hey, let it be known. Black people in the Latin community, especially older Latin people, the colorism and the racism just.
I like how a bunch of Latinos were told in 1940 that had to hop on a boat to get to America. They were told by other white people, "You're just like us," and they believed it. That is wild for D. That is just wild for D. Whatever.
But like, dog,
I was raised, the color of this fucking jacket. So there's nothing I fucking do about
I
it.
also like they get to Cuba and the chase sequence is pretty much just a commercial for the H2 Hummer.
Hummers. It was just Hummers
Yeah.
everywhere. I will
Hummers.
say this. As much as
I never understood the hype of H2s.
Yeah, as much as I didn't like H2s, I will say this. It's a period fucking car. Like
That
if
was
you
a
want
period
LeBron
car.
James
if
had
you re-
one in his rookie year.
if
of
you
the
really want
NBA.
to show off the 2000s, you have to have a yellow H2 in that joint. You have to. And I hate to say it, it's iconic. Ugh, it is though. Terrible car, but it's iconic.
That was also another. There was also another car that was introduced in this movie, and I do believe it introduced still fresh off of his retirement, Dan Marino in that Cadillac CTS.
Yeah, it was not that one the CTS. Yes, it was a CTS.
It was a CTS.
Mm-hmm.
And even
CTS.
dude, I love the fact that Mike was driving that thing. He was like, "Yo, this car's kind of nice." He said, "Look, if I was to get this, it's like if I was to get like this would be something I would get. Like Dan Marino definitely got to get this,
Bro.
Well, not this exact car because I'm about to fuck this car up, but he should get one."
They blew up that mansion and he's driving through it. I'm like, bruh.
Now, Eris, which one you think?
yeah,
Now, which one? Now, Eris, which one you think it is? Do you think it's the 3.6, the 5.7, or the 6.0?
For the Cadillac,
for that Caddy. I don't think that was the V8. I don't think that was the V8. No,
not brand. No, it wasn't that one coming out brand new.
Yes, they were.
The 03?
Yes, sir. That line, yes, it came out in different mode. It came out in the V6 or the V8.
I mean, but see, the problem is that you didn't see what was under the hood.
True. And I doubt it was a manual. Oh God, yeah, because it's there ain't no way in the world. But yeah, God, really? This fucking car is awesome. Anyway, like I said, I hate crazy. That's the one thing I will always give Cadillacs. Like, for real, it had that feature on it.
I did laugh at the moment where they're all in the chase and it's like, anybody got any bullets? I got one in my leg.
So I got one in my leg. Oh my God, he's been hit. So they come up with the idea of drive all the way to Guantanamo Bay.
Which, to be fair, crazy idea, but makes sense because there's military people. But like, hey man, they got, mines in the ground.
No, Chris, even if that was the case, here's the problem. Number one, you're still in Cuba, and Johnny still runs everything. So
not Guantanamo, but you're right.
Still, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if your boy has somebody on his payroll. Number two,
you want to get Osama bin Laden out of fucking Guantanamo?
Why the fuck would he worry about that?
Yeah, Osama bin Laden. Remember, Osama bin Laden was in the middle of Pakistan playing all Final Fantasy, nigga.
I'm just saying, why would he worry? No, why is he worried about him, dude? He first of all, Johnny's got ecstasy to sling in Miami. Okay,
Osama bin Laden playing Final Fantasy 10 and getting fucking pissed at the ending, like. What is this?
No, he's playing Final Fantasy 10. Worry about dodging lightning.
He gets to 190 and a bomb goes off. You sons of bitches! Almost had 200.
So I hate this game. I'm playing something else.
So
hold on, Eris. I'm playing something else. Don't you walk away, please. Please. Yeah, what is it? You got your falafel. Oh, good. Bring it in, man. Can't wait to eat that shit.
Sorry. So
how wild would that be, Eris? You walk into his hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm chilling, man. EA Sports.
Nah, it's EA Sports. Big.
Oh, he's playing SSX. Tricky.
Either SSX. No, he's playing. No.
The best game.
No,
the best SSX.
No, even better. He's playing NFL Street 2.
Oh man, nah, NBA Street Volume 2, the best one.
I know, but he's playing NFL Street.
Okay.
Oh, Ocho Cinco doing this on the front cover.
Yes.
Guys.
I actually got that too.
Guys, D's going to hell for this, but we know for a fact he wasn't playing none of them. He was playing Cricket Street. Speaking of which, do you know that cricket is insanely big over there? Like,
of course,
the game don't deserve that many people to watch it, but it.
Hey, people be betting on cricket too.
Hey man,
I want to ask you.
The bet for cricket is actually serious.
I want to ask you, gentlemen, a question. If you drive onto Guantanamo Bay and
kill him,
trudging through the sand, which is filled with landmines. What do you do in that situation? You have a homicidal, coked out maniac who could still put a bullet in you because, again, you're still in Cuba. Doesn't matter if you're in Guantanamo Bay. I run shit here.
So you just tell me, what do I do?
But you have military folks that are pointing guns at both of y'all motherfuckers.
I know. And even though I'm shouting to the heavens, we're Americans. I pay my motherfucking taxes. Shoot them. That ain't working. You have unauthorized. No, not only that, sir, Chris, think about this. You have unauthorized access to a military base with military grade weapons. You're a cop from the States. No jurisdiction. Not even the feds could help you. I'm sorry. Everybody's dead at this point.
No, they're not, Eric.
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
You mean all the people that got killed in them fucking shanty towns that they crashed through?
First of all, Chris, you got to remember it was Sunday. Those rooms would have been filled up tomorrow.
Yeah, they were all at mass in the middle of the day.
No, it shows the aftermath of all the damage. Somebody reports. Luckily, they were all evacuated just in time before the cars came flying through.
I know it's Cuba.
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth.
It's Cuba. All of those people died. Somebody heard this. Oh, what's that? What's that?
Plus 50 points for that one, Brian.
Okay. I'm not gonna give you the details. But one day, me and my wife, we were trying to get some weed, and one of the dudes had a cricket jacket on, and Angie, loud as day, cricket. We're cracking up. I was like, "Shut up, the drug dealer looking at us."
You gotta know what a crumpet is.
Gotta know what a crumpet is.
Probably would have got a free bag if you went for it.
Eris, I said drug dealer.
She does this.
Eris, I said drug dealer. All those young men were born in 2002. They don't know what that movie is. Anyway,
they see YouTube clips and was like, "Oh, that was interesting."
Now, if I was at
nigga, they got cousins. Listen, I'm pretty sure they got brothers, cousins, uncles. Somebody showed them that damn movie.
If I know anything about the black community, don't be watching that. It's some gay shit.
Some gay shit.
Ninja Turtles. They just hang out in this sewer. Don't be letting no white man do that to you, son.
Eating pizza and shit.
That's stupid. Now shut up and watch me. Now shut up and sit down. Let me do your hair while I watch Baby Boy for the 1500th time.
That woman ain't gonna give you no pussy for watching turtles.
For watching turtles. What's that gonna do for you? Give you a personality? I told you like your daddy. You ain't got one. You right, mama.
Gentlemen,
I know I heard us.
No. You take your gun, yeet it at the mine.
By the way, thank you, Rod, because I was just about to say
yes, I die.
Because I'm just dead. But
no,
go for real.
Bro,
seriously.
Hold on. What kind of I love the land. I love that this was that kind of landmine where she yeeted it. It touched the mine. The mine, yeah, it did that shit. It leaped into the air and turned into a damn fidget spinner and blew up.
Kaboom, nigga.
And then he said, "That's how you kill a guy."
No,
my next one
kill a guy. First of all, Marcus hits the combat roll. You know, this the Marcus I've been asking for this entire fucking movie. Combat rolls, one shot. Shoots him in the head. Johnny falls over, lands on the mine, and we get Mortal Kombat.
I'm sorry.
Half his body is gone.
When I saw Marcus do that little tumble, roll, and up, I was like, up, click, click. Ain't no way in the world. Look, Martin, I love you, man. Nah, man, you a nigga from Landover. You ain't make that tumble all the way.
Also, he tumbled perfectly and didn't hit any mines around him.
Exactly.
That is perfection. My ass is just gonna stand there until they can save me from around the mines. You think I'm gonna go over there and kiss Gabrielle Union? Love her to death, but no.
I wouldn't even have done a combat roll. I just would have been very.
Because you know how that movie would end? Ah, shit! I stepped on the mine. Sorry, Gabby.
Nah, step on the mine, nigga. Keep your foot on it. Gotta keep your foot on it.
Step on the mine.
The moment you take your foot off, dog, that release.
That reminds me of
Or better yet, find a pen and put that shit back in.
That reminds me of a scene. I love Behind Enemy Lines when it's both Ukrainian guys. They're walking through the field, and the one soldier hits it. And he's looking at the fucking other Ukrainian guy. He's like, "Help me!" And he's looking at him like, "Sorry, dog, you on your own," and just kept walking.
What about the joke over Forrest Gump? Clink, huh?
Or go CW Arrow how Oliver Queen apparently tackled Diggle off a fucking landmine and he didn't blow up. I'm like, all right, gotcha. Sure.
Nah, best
sure.
no, the best
Comic
no,
books.
no, the
Comic
goat,
books.
no, the goat of all landmines.
Mhm.
What was the name of that movie? Freaking Sisu.
Oh yeah. That movie is dope as shit.
Sisu to me was
Just
perfect. It was so perfect. I like how a battalion of Nazis got rolled by a nigga who was knocking on the door of 60
Who was
years old.
just trying to go home.
I got some gold over here. I can retire off this shit.
Like how that man. I like how he got to the end of the movie and turned his gold in. Sisu.
Actually, side note, the T-shirt right did a movie. It's in the westerns, kind of like Sisu, with the exception being black chick shoots the shit out of a bunch of fucking white people. So it's like, all right, cool, dope. But it's the same.
That's not gonna piss off a bunch of neckbeards.
I mean, but it's accurate to the time period. It's
I know it is, but still, Chris, you got to understand. We live in the internet.
What movie is this?
I think it's called what the fuck's the name of it?
No, who's in it? Who's in it?
Letitia Wright. She plays a.
I do not want to watch that movie.
It's actually good. It's actually.
Oh,
really
I don't want to watch that movie.
What I'm saying is, we live in the internet age where it doesn't matter if shit is accurate or not. People are gonna bitch about it because they're melanin deficient.
Because that movie is the same where it's like, well, she got her money, so she's out. Cool, dope.
Who's it? Who's that nigga I don't like that's with on the Daily Wire? Barash, whatever his name is.
Oh, that dude.
Like, oh man, just like that's the type of movie that they'll see. Like, we got to make our own western where we're killing all the blacks. Wait a minute, let's think before we do this.
The Kevin Sorbo move.
No, man, they almost did.
Beyblade, let it rip, man.
That damn landmine. Yes, save me, Hurt
Locker.
It was Felicity.
Boy.
Yes, Brian. Whoa!
Can I tell you?
If I heard Nelly one more time in that movie.
I'll tell you, I fucking hated that song.
Yeah, Shake Your Tail Feather. Not exactly. No thanks.
Because D has finally made me see the light on Murphy Lee and why we overhyped that guy so much.
Yes, I told all of
you, gentlemen, Negroes definitely did that.
I bought that first album thinking it was gonna be fire, and I'm like, huh.
I can't believe the amount of people that tried to get me to try to get Three Black Geeks banned from TikTok because I said something about your mid rapper. I'm sorry, mid rappers actually sell records.
Somebody thought Joel said they thought Murphy Lee was on Joel Santana level. Like at least Joel's had something that you could be like, all right,
Joel's has a library. You don't.
I mean, son, diplomatic immunity 1.
Yeah. I mean, like
number one, diplomatic immunity.
Murphy Lee had What the Hook Gonna Be, and I fucking hate that goddamn song.
What the hook gonna be?
Man.
So this
Nelly overvalued that dude like a motherfucker.
So this lets you know this is so 2000s. This whole soundtrack was 2000s. Pharrell Williams, Lenny Kravitz, and of course Puff Daddy. Jay-Z was on this. Nelly, Murphy Lee and Diddy, Fat Joe and Diddy. Beyonce had a song right here. I didn't know that.
Solo Beyonce or Destiny's Child Beyonce?
Solo Beyonce.
Okay.
Biggie and 50 Cent had a song. Flip Side, one of me and Eris's favorite overhyped songs of all time. Flip Side,
we invested. Chris, you gotta understand something. D and I invested a shitload of money in Just Blaze coin. Okay, during the 2000s.
Now D is going to say this. If you heard the soundtrack, you would know. Number 9, the ninth song in the on the soundtrack is the best song on the soundtrack, and it's a song that I wish was put out there, but it can never make the radio, which was called "Gangsta Shit" with Snoop Dogg and Loon. Yes, I said Loon, and you already said throw this track away. No, it's actually a really good song.
Actually, I do you one better, D. Loon. Now there is a name I haven't heard for
Heard
in a
it in
while.
a while.
I got an even better one for you, Chris. So that was his name,
Loon.
Loon.
Another song in here was Mario Winans and Foxy Brown. Trust me, you didn't miss
Mario
that.
Winans had an interesting run.
Mario Winans, of the Winans clan, of the famous Winans gospel
The
clan, but
secular of the
the
Winans.
secular Winans. Actually, I think he was not Vicky's. I think he's Vicky's. No, he's not Vicky's son. I forgot which son he is. I think he's like Marvin Winans. I think that's his son. I don't know, but whatever. But Mario had a good run with Bad Boy, but I'm just glad that Weekend redid his song. So we always go to say I don't want to know. Justin Timberlake was on this. Loon, like he said again, was on it. Mary J. Blige and the band Eris is
Yeah, I
on
know.
this.
Another band was on it.
The band is on it, and MOP is on this soundtrack. The soundtrack, from what I remember, I meant to go through it before we did this episode, but I remember it being okay. But like you said, Eris, 2003, and
It went plat.
it smells like
it
it.
smells of the 2000s.
It went
It smells
platinum
of
off the strength of Shake Your Tail Feather.
Yeah,
the movie. No, I'm
it-
talking about the movie. Like this movie itself just reeked of the early 2000s. Over everything was extra over the top, and
I would say
I
maybe
already,
the
I said all this from the beginning. It's just ugh.
I would say the tail end of the 2000s in a sense of like we were kind of moving away from certain things in the 2000s at this point. So it's like it was kind of like get it in while you can, guys, because we're about to move on to something else kind of
I will
vibe.
say this though. I will say 2003 was probably well. See, it was kind of funny because 9/11 stopped the 90s in its tracks,
Yeah,
but there was
instant.
still like
E-break.
sprinkling. There was still like a little bit of sprinklings of the 90s till about by 2003. It was almost zapped out. I can say that. But in 2002, you could tell like. Remember, guys, when the Trade Center was still up, it was almost on that type of level of trying to get nostalgia of the 90s.
I mean, look, I think where it stopped at to me,
The coping mechanism of the 90s was we going through 2003 to 2004 with the extra baggy t-shirts, the extra long the fucking tall tees,
Dog,
super baggy
that's the other
pants.
song on here. La la la. You fucking man, la la la.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that song. Why? You know what? Here's the thing. Jay Z
excuse me,
has.
miss.
I won't. No, it wasn't that song. It wasn't
Oh,
that
that
song,
no.
Chris. That was off a Black album. I think that came out the previous year, whatever. But anyway, but this whole album, yeah, like Jay Z made a lot of songs that were hits, and then you never hear him ever again. I will give that to Jay Z.
You remember that run? You remember that run with Punjabi MC that Jay Z did?
Yeah.
Soon as the beat drops,
Beware of the Boys.
two,
Beware of the Boys. I still got that CD.
I love how Punjabi MC did nothing with it. I loved it.
He had three
catchy ass song, but damn,
he had three good songs. One was actually a remix of it was a remix of In Vogue's hold on, that song.
I'll tell you how 2000s this movie was. It beat out League of Extraordinary Gentlemen opening weekend. I think
That
League of
went
Extraordinary
hard.
Gentlemen was like on its second or third week at that point. But that movie already was bombing. It beat out Pirates of the Caribbean, which was already raking in money. I think it was Curse of the Black Pearl had dropped around that time.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah, the first one. It beat. I mean, but at that point, that movie already raked in money on its opening weekend, so it was whatever.
And to keep it very real from a standpoint of all the Pirates movies, it's very solid. It's still good
holds up.
Still good to this day. Jerry Bruckheimer was like, I'm feeding y'all.
He was in his bag. He was in his
y'all.
bag in the 2000s, man. That man was like, I got Bad Boys 2 and Pirates of the Caribbean in the movie theaters.
And unlike your favorite guys, the bump, call me Jerry Nitrous Bruckheimer.
Nitrous. Let me tell you something about
Nitrous all the time.
Let me tell you something about this movie. See, when this was over and the movie ends, we get this, we get the classic of like a Marcus and Mike singing Bad Boys and just fucking up the lyrics. The movie ends, and you wouldn't think that we would get a third. It took them, because it took them what, 18 years?
It came out. Bad Boys for Life came out 2021, didn't it?
Yeah.
2021. Which that was a time
2003 to 2021.
Yeah, that's we got, during that time, Martin Lawrence game Mass.
Yeah.
And we all in a way joked.
Nigga, I was there. I was there with the listen. I was
the
there.
Correct term is pudge.
Full on pudge. Matter of fact, hold on, Chris. I had to make fun of it because I didn't wait until Bad Boys for Life to make fun of it. I was already making fun of it kind of with Bad Boys 2 because I said, has anybody noticed Martin's got that I hit the age of 30 fucking Michael B. Jordan.
But he still looked like he could at least do a cartwheel or two in Bad Boys 2. Third one, not so much. He was on his bob tip minus the flexibility.
Chris, sir, trust me, I'm not taking that away from him. Believe me, I love the DMV combat role that he did. I enjoyed it.
Rolls and mumbo sauce.
Like rolls and mumbo sauce.
He didn't have them Nike boots on, so you're right.
He did. Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence, you did the DMV proud by pulling off the kill shot. Notice how in the first movie it was Will Smith that did it, and this one is Martin.
Well, Martin Lawrence, Marcus had to improve his driving in the first movie. In the second movie, he had to improve his shooting. So
yeah, second one he gets the aim of Hawkeye. By the way, which made up for the fact that when he didn't know what the hell Plan B or C was when they were trying to blow up Johnny Tapia's house. Martin with that, Will with the frustration. Like, what the hell is Plan B? Man, you don't pay attention to shit.
Meanwhile, third movie, it's like
Rolls and Wale.
I mean, it's this like I said, this movie is
Martin
ridiculous.
Rolled in phone posits.
But anyways,
rolled it. Wait a minute.
Rolls and go.
I gotta be honest with you.
Rolls in. Hey, y'all going to the chateau?
Rolls in martinis.
Rolls in Lux Lounge.
Rolls in. Hold on. Remember, Martin's old DC. Wait a minute. Is Republic Garden still open?
Republic Garden.
Bro,
I just said a very, very old thing that only DC people will know.
Hey, is Legend still open?
I'm gonna say D. Rolls in the last year of the Legend.
Hold on. Martin looked like a nigga that every time he came to DC, he went to Legend. Martin looks like a dude that's like, nah, I gotta get to the Legend.
Actually, because he did work over at Landover Mall. He still goes to a lot of the fucking hole in the wall clubs over in fucking Glen Arden.
Oh man,
they Pleasant.
Dog, here's the thing. Look, you know what I love? I love how white people are slowly trying their best to plant their flag in PG, but they forget that niggas own everything around here. And it is not the young people, it's the old heads. Like, you ain't about to take down my watering hole. Them niggas.
Because number one, they try to take Sea Pleasant. Black folks like, get the fuck out of here.
You get out of here. We got young industrial Latinos that are going to come in here.
No, sir. That's Chevrolet. It's like the Bloods and Crips. It's the Bloods and Crips holding hands. Black and Hispanics like, no, sir. You're not taking over Chevrolet.
You need to get off this podcast right now.
To Chris's point, this is them outside holding the flag together.
Outside Chevrolet Metro Station holding that joke.
Like holding the flag together.
Like, nah, bro, you ain't doing it. They try to take over fucking Palmer Park, and they're like, nah, bro. Nah.
I like how Palmer Park is so inundated with nigga shit that they cannot do nothing. They cannot unless they and Jack King Cook wanted to do that when he first moved over there. Unless they go in there and manhandle every black person that's that hood, that ain't gonna happen.
Try to take.
So
Yo, can you imagine? Look, can you imagine that shit? Like white people, like, well, they won't give us DC. Well, we looks like we're gonna have to retake FedEx Field, and they like go whiteify everything in the area. Can you imagine they go to Palmer Park, taking black people out their houses? They go up to that Sugar Ray Leonard statue they just put up.
So D, because we want to beat the runtime of this movie.
Yes,
so
we
what
do.
got
We
next?
do.
Next week, DJ Sue, you will not be here. You will be in the
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you and
Y'all
I
have
here.
at it.
Yeah, Chris. Next week, like we said, you and I are going to be talking about the great Jim Brown and Slaughter as he takes down not the mob, but cops or like corrupt businessmen.
So you mean I got to actually watch a movie now? I don't know this movie.
Wow. No, actually, you will like this movie. You will
No, I
like
probably
this.
will. No.
No, you will, because Eris, the only reason I wish you was on this, because there are 3 scenes where it's like, especially there's one scene where he busts into like a dinner party. Eris, if you watch it, you're gonna be like, Dynamite! It looks
I'm
just
gonna have
like
fun with it because me and D, I think Eris, I think you were with your wife at the time. We did. Me and D did 100 across from 110th Street, and we actually had fun with that.
wonderful,
episode.
wonderful
Wonderful
horn,
movie.
not to tune our horn. It was actually a really good episode we did with that too. You know, it was really fun how we got to dive into it. So yeah, me and Chris actually had fun with these 1970s nigga movies. Oh yes, there's this one scene, like I like how Jim Brown is 70s chiseled, which means he doesn't have an 8-pack. He just has
It's a
no fat.
4-pack.
He just has no fat on his chest.
Got that 70s taco meat. You know,
He ain't got no taco meat.
I
He
thought
ain't
he
got no
did.
taco meat. This
He
Jim
didn't have
Brown
it.
nigga. I don't, actually, you know
You didn't
what?
have it like you did in 3 the Hard Way.
Sir,
I was about to say in 3 the Hard Way, he had a full on. That shit was glistening in that joint.
No. Y'all need to chill. Like Chris, you need to chill. You know full and well the taco meat migrated to his mustache.
That's a fair point.
That's a very fair point.
That's a very fair point.
That's a very fair point. Yeah, like I said, there's this one part.
It replenished it.
The best line in the movie is a direct racial slur from Cameron Mitchell. Who do you think you are, nigger?
The pause. It's the pause right before saying
the pause before the N-word.
See, Black Dynamite fucked me up because it's like up yours, nigger.
Coon.
Like, cool.
It's just because you're like that is forever. It lives rent free in my head. Up yours, coon, and just the freaking nunchucks. Bow.
Go Kansas.
Gonna get all that niggas.
Anyways,
All right.
konnichiwa. This is Tsunami.
Fare
Have
thee
fun.
well, sir. Hope when you get over there, you make them speak English. I was gonna say speak Chinese like we said about Jen. I was gonna say teach.
I feel Sue is gonna have a moment like a Crocodile Dundee. That was Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is not Clint Eastwood. That was Clint Eastwood.
Oh, no day, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods. Eris would milk that shit like, yes, I am Xavier Woods.
No, they rocks. No, they rocks.
I was like,
IT crowd.
Thank you.
crowd.
Thank you.
IT crowd.
Thank you. I will do that.
To the point that old boy would be
No.
I was
Somebody
in
says
Japan.
someone says IT crowd. Here's me. Imagine this being a glass of milk.
Glass of milk.
Why, yes.
For you, no, here's another
I
one
was
here.
in IT crowd.
Somebody coming to you with that bandana. No, why you take your joke off? You like, hey baby, I'm about to go to the store real quick. You take off your bandana, and it's not like a jerry curl. It's just like I was like, why does my shit look like a flat? Why I look flat? You walking down the street, Kane, yo, Kane, stop, fool, Kane. You be like, ministers inside, yes. You are Tyrone Turner. Sure.
Like,
Sure.
No,
Look,
no. Hold on. I got to
Eris
respond.
goes to Eris goes to
wait.
Wild Jacksons.
No. If I ever got hit with Tyrone Turner, I would respond. Sure, nigga. Yes, I would say nigga.
Pops up on in Al Jazeera news. Time Turner is in Japan right now.
Especially if you will, Eric's going to a McDonald's. Bookie Woodbine. How did you pronounce that?
First of all, hold on. How could I be Boki Woodbine? My shit would gotta be fully bald.
I gotta be
T-Pain.
Then I gotta have the dread shit if I'm T-Pain.
No, not.
No, on top of that, I gotta be a little bit more fat to be T-Pain.
That's fair.
Oh god, man. Oh, that's funny though. That's funny. If Eric's like, but still,
Eddie Gordo.
Nah, I ain't tall enough to be Eddie Gordo.
Not tall enough. Not
I got a
enough.
friend. I do have a friend though that could be Eddie Gordo. Shout out to my boy Alexander.
So like I said, that being said, we will see you guys next week.
Peace, people.
Bad boys for life.